April is Financial Literacy Month, and it comes at a time where, despite a healthy economy, wage increases, and strong performances on Wall Street, many are still struggling to make ends meet. Well, this morning, we're joined by local financial professional Brad Allen from Drake & Associates with some money lessons to help increase your financial health. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning. How are you?
Very good, thank you. So why is there a whole month dedicated to financial literacy?
Yeah, so they put it together in 2004, and the idea was just to get the information out there. As we grow up in school and they don't really teach a whole lot about financial literacy. And you look at the credit card debt in the country, and you look at, all the things going on with inflation. It's just a good time to take a step back and try to learn a little bit more about finances and what can I do now to have an impact later on from a retirement standpoint or savings or paying down debt? Those kind of things are so important. And not enough people are talking about it. So they put this month together just to get the information out there.
One of the things that you find out maybe a little bit too late is the impact that debt has on your life. Maybe it's college debt or whatever it is. What advice do you offer to those who are struggling with that right now?
Well, there's good debt and there's bad debt, right? The good debt is maybe you have a mortgage, maybe you have a pretty low interest rate from a couple of years ago on that mortgage. That would be pretty decent debt to have, right? But the high interest credit card debt, the college student loan debt, those things are difficult because of the interest involved with it. So the best way to tackle that is there's a number of different ways you can do it, but just come up with a plan. A lot of people are using the snowball method, which means you take, let's say you have 5 different credit cards. You take the lowest balance credit card, you throw everything you can every single month at that credit card and make the minimum payments on everything else. And once you knock off that lowest debt, you move to the next lowest, and you keep doing that. That gives you that momentum. But whether you do that or one of the other strategies, it's really just coming up with a plan on how do I tackle this in the most efficient and quickest way possible.
People deal with that and maybe accrue some of that debt because of inflation or consumer prices remaining high, and you're not adjusting your budget to manage that. How should people adjust a little?
The budget is always tough. Nobody likes putting a budget together. Nobody wants to sit down and say, this is exactly what I'm spending. This is what's coming in. But it's such a good exercise just to sit down and say, okay, well, I have my fixed expenses. So I know I have to pay those every month. But what are the other expenses? What are the coffee shops and going out to the movies or the game or whatever it is? Can I cut back a little bit on those things to be able to pay down some of that credit card debt or to be able to put more into my 401k? So you don't know that until you actually sit down and put that budget together and start tracking that spending. The nice thing these days is they make it pretty easy. There's a lot of apps on your phone. There's a lot of websites you can go to that help walk you through how to put a budget together.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real pain in the butt, and you might find out some truths about yourself that you didn't want to know, but it's doable. Like, you can do it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you just have to take the time to do it. It's kind of like, a lot of people hate doing their taxes, right? They wait till the last minute to do it, but you have to do it, right? You have to do it at some point, and the earlier you do it, the less stress you have up until April 15th. So I take it like that, and just once you do it, and you just adjust it as time goes on.
What are some resources people can look at if they're trying to get financially literate this month?
Well, you can go to our website, drakeandassociates.net. What I would say, if you're getting close to retirement in any kind of capacity, I would start really diving into that area as well. There's so much to think about when it comes to retirement planning. So on our website, we're teaching classes all over the place around Milwaukee and the area here where we're talking about financial literacy from a retirement standpoint. So if anybody's getting close to retirement, they're thinking about Social Security or tax strategies or those kind of things, I would go to some of these classes, whether it's with us or there's a lot of classes people teach, but just be your own advocate. Start learning more, and that's going to take some of the stress off the finances.
Great, Brad. Good to talk to you this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.